shit. So
Oh, hey,
every time he goes outside without taking the dog with him, the dog
hey, true
bitches.
believers, how are you doing? I don't know if you got that swear word in there.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let's hope that isn't the way that the whole thing started.
I didn't realize you were hitting the button, or I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I said we're going live, but it's okay. Yeah, hey kids. England teen here with Dalton and his brother's dog Skipper in the background.
Yes, it's annoying, and I apologize, but there's not much I can do because the dog has abandonment issues, and every time my brother leaves, the dog
Yeah,
throws a
he's.
colossal fit.
Oh, that's cool. And it's no worries. It's no worries. I understand. Everybody's had a dog or so. It's fun, not to worry. Anyway, there were some details coming out for the Millennium Falcon ride that is going to be at Galaxy's Edge. I think I spelled Galaxies wrong in the title. Spell it at Galaxies is in Galaxies. I've got to fix that. It's one of those things where I wrote it two ways. It's like, that doesn't look right. That doesn't. And instead of checking I just
it's kind of like when you read an old like English novel and you see things spelled the English way, and your brain goes, "Wait, what? No, that's a proper way it's spelled. It's just proper British English instead of
you know what? I
crappy
spent
colonial English."
You know, I spent time in Thailand, and I actually wrote English a whole bunch. So now I with words like apologize and anything that we use a Z, they use an S for, I mess up a lot.
Color with a
U. Yeah. So anyway, this is a reason to buy Solo: A Star Wars Story on Blu-ray, but you have to go to Target. I know you were looking forward to buying Solo: A Star Wars Story.
No, the last movie I bought was Shape of Water, actually.
Oh, okay.
And I'm much less regretful of that purchase than I would be of Solo.
I am one of the people who watched Solo and thought it was fine. I think it could have been anybody, though. It didn't have to be Han Solo. That was my. It could have been called Kessel Run, and it would have been fine. And it could have been about anybody.
It could have been a movie based on Star-Lord if they just tweaked a few setting things.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. But point being is I kind of enjoyed the movie, but I understand why some people were let down by it. And here's the thing. In Target's exclusive Solo: A Star Wars Story Blu-ray, they have a 13-minute bonus feature that talks about the new ride that's going to be at Galaxy's Edge, soon to be spelled correctly in the title when this video gets released. I hate it when I do that.
We are professionals, folks.
Yeah, I know. It's silly. You know what? For the longest time, I had trouble with tomorrow. Is it TOMMOOR? What? I know there's two letters somewhere.
Is it with an A or an O or another O?
Is it Tamara? Because everybody, I'm from the South. Everybody here says Tamara. Anyway, it says according to the video, the ride will be able to accommodate 42 guests at a time in 7 pods that seat 6 each. And they will be able to interact with the environment, and the pods will be able to rotate 360 degrees. Now, that scares me because I am prone to motion sickness.
Yeah, so, I'm not a big fan of, like, action-heavy rides.
I love a good, but if it's swinging me around, man, I'm past the age. But, you know, for the young kids, for my youngest daughter, Elizabeth, man, she loves them. Like, we go to the Harry Potter ride out at Universal Studios, and she digs it.
Forbidden Journey, I believe, is what the
ride is called. And she loves it. But, man, that ends me. It's like just... I'll go on the ride, but I'll have to ask the team members, can you please get a garbage can with a door big enough for a full-grown adult head to push through? Because when I get off...
It could be worse. It could be wooden roller coasters. I don't know if you've ever ridden a
wooden I've ridden a couple of wooden roller coasters. They're a lot of fun.
But they're significantly more jerky than a lot of... metal ones,
and they bounce so much. Yeah. So anyway, here's what Asa Kalama I hope I said that somewhere near right. Executive creative director of the attraction had to say. It says, "You are truly in control of the fastest and most iconic ship in the entire galaxy." And Hondo, he's gone ahead and added a couple of extra seats so he can get as many of those flight crews through as possible. There are 200 some odd buttons, knobs, and switches on the inside of the cockpit, and they'll do all they all do stuff. If you're the gunners in the center, they're there, and you don't fire back on those TIE fighters fast enough, they're going to riddle the hull with laser bolts. The engineers in back, it's really up to them to keep the whole Falcon in working order. So they're back there furiously working away at their various systems. As for the story of the ride, you are sent on a mission by Hondo Ohnaka, a pirate from Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebel, excuse me. And you have to bring back all of the loot. Okay, see, I haven't watched those yet, so I'm not familiar with the extended universe, and I know that's not all of the extended.
He's fun. He's one of those scallywags who knows he's a scallywag and kind of relishes it a bit.
So he embraces the scallywagness of everything.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to stab you in the back, and I'm going to joke about stabbing you in the back like 20 minutes before I do it, and then I'm going to do it.
Gotcha. Well, he says if you bring back all the loot and there's not a scratch on the ship, and Hondo is really happy when you bring it back, you might find yourself with some extra galactic credits in your account. But do a poor job, you'll lose the cargo, you mash up the ship, you might be owing more money than you started with. The bossman might not be too happy, and when you roll across the local cantina, the bartender might lean over and say, "Hey, word on the street is your name's been put on a list of local bounty hunters. I'd watch out if I were you." So how well you do on this mission really does have an impact on your overall land-wide story. And remember, when we were talking about this on another live stream, I told you that
they actually let you be a character in
exactly. So the way you do on a ride like this is going to affect the way people act and react to you out in the rest of the Star Wars land. And if you're in the hotel, they act and react to you based on how you do. I think this is an incredibly immersive
that is such a cool element. I love like the idea of like an entire theme park being connected story-wise is fascinating.
It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me that they're going to be able to do this. And it's one of those things where I'm thinking, you know what? I want to get rich between here and now, just so I don't want to just spend a night or two at the hotel. You know, I want to go for a while. I want to be able to live there for a while.
Jedi or Sith apprenticeships worth of time.
Yeah, especially that kind of thing. That would be really cool. Well, at least, you know, you spend a week so you can get a whole feel for it. Going for a week at Hollywood Studios, it's the smaller park, so you're basically going to be over it in about a couple of days. But I don't know how immersive and how much time you can spend in Galaxy's Edge, but holy Toledo, I think that would be. I think it would be tons of fun.
I hope it's a gimmick that catches on and gets taken to some of the other parks as well, because it sounds like a really interesting gimmick.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But what would you do that would allow your actions? What kind of other, like in Magic Kingdom, what sort of fantasy land or adventure lands?
Well, my first thought was actually them using it over in Universal in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Wizarding World. So you're either evil or good. Yeah,
my thinking was, I'm not sure if they actually have a like animatronic sorting hat or something, but you know, the lore with Potter is, you know, the four houses, the Ravenclaws that are wisdom based, the Hufflepuffs that are like
they do have an audio animatronics sorting hat, but it's up and away, and it's right before you get on the ride on the Forbidden Journey.
Oh, is it?
But what they could do,
I'm assuming it's probably in Dumbledore's office or the surrogate for Dumbledore's
well, no,
office.
It's after Dumbledore's office. So you leave and it's right, but like you're going up, it's right there, and then you turn left to get onto the ride. So
See,
yeah, I mean
now
it's
that
like
is
right before.
now that is a massive wasted opportunity. One of the first things that I would think if I was, a park engineer and my task was to translate Harry Potter, and
Mhm.
bear in mind this is coming from somebody who does not care for Harry Potter, at least not nearly as much as I did when I was a kid.
Blasphemy.
Would be um a animatronic sorting hat you can actually put on and will sort you into houses.
Well, you wouldn't want to actually put anything on anybody's head, but I could see like if they hover and
Yeah,
you could step under it and they could say, "You are Hufflepuff, you are the whatever," and then they send you along. Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. So he goes on to say riders will also be able to explore the main room aboard the Millennium Falcon. And here, riders will be fully immersed in the space thanks to interactive, tangible objects. So I'm in.
yeah, this is sounding really, really stinking cool to me.
It's going to open next year. It says that it opens in 2019. So it's open. It's not like June. It's just
Right.
sometime in 2019. Usually, when they say that, you're going to get a fall or winter opening.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
most
usually
of the
how it works.
time, they don't like to open, say, during Christmas because
Right.
you want your team to be up to speed.
Hmm.
But so I would guess it's going to be in the fall, like Halloweenish.
Yeah, that would be my thinking. If they were aiming for a spring or summer release, they probably would say something along the lines of in summer of 2019 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually when it's just in X year, they mean later in said year.
Yeah, yeah, and it should be fun. It seems very entertaining. I should have been sharing the screen for this, but I'm about to because there was also something else. Because that's the story right there, and I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for the entire land, the entire Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, spelled GALAX apostrophe YS, not or Y apostrophe S, not the way I have it spelled here.
Yeah.
But I should have been sharing the screen here. This comes from WDW News Today. But there was also something else that I was looking at that I thought might be fun to do. And that is, I told you about this a couple of weeks ago, and that is a one of these BuzzFeed things. I'm older. I don't go to BuzzFeed very often, but occasionally something gets sent to me. And this was, which Disney park animatronic are you? And I've done this. I'll reveal who I got after we go through with you. And I'll tell you what, I'll ask you the question and you do the answer, and we'll see which one you get. It's what now the first one up. I'm kind of waiting for the video to catch up. So when you see what it is, by all means, say the word. It's first one is pick a color.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
So the options are yellow, blue, red, and green.
Green. Yep.
Okay, I'm going with green then.
Alrighty. Easy peasy. Let's see. And you scroll down here. Oh, I'm sorry. It was gray and purple. I should have gone down a little bit. Pick a holiday. You have 4th of July, Cinco de Mayo, Christmas, Halloween, Martin Luther King Day, and President's Day.
Halloween.
Halloween. This is
Halloween.
Halloween.
This is Halloween. Dun, dun, dun.
Now, we got to talk during Halloween month. We're going to be talking
Yeah,
some
we
Disney
need to do
Halloween
like a
stuff.
daily,
Oh, we
31
are.
days of Halloween thing or something.
We are definitely going to be doing this. Maybe not daily, but definitely we're going to be doing this. Pick a park. You've got Disneyland, Disney World, Hong Kong Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland, or Disneyland Paris.
Probably Disneyland Paris, just because I've always wanted to go to Paris.
Okay. Bum, bum. Next, it says, pick a Disney snack: the Dole Whip, the churro, the Mickey ice cream sandwich, the Mickey-shaped pretzel, the turkey leg, or Starbucks. Don't pick Starbucks.
I was about to say, that's not really even an option.
I know, they could have put the, the pineapple swirl or something like that. Or, you know,
probably the Dole Whip.
The Dole Whip. That, my friend, is a Disney snack.
Yeah.
Do you know what's not a Disney snack?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Yeah. Pick a scent. Say again.
It's kind of like that line from Infinity War when Black Panther and Okoye are talking, and she's like, well, I was expecting the Olympics, maybe a Starbucks. I was not expecting a troop of freaking out.
Yeah, when you said you would open the borders, I was expecting the Olympics or maybe a Starbucks. Okay, pick a scent. You have Twilight Woods, Cucumber Melt. All of a sudden, my computer decided not to work. That's always nice while we're doing something here. Cucumber Melon. I can hold on. Okay, this is where we stall, which is actually a tactic in theme parks. Like if something goes wrong, but it's not shutting the ride down, they tell us to stall. So they give us a list of things to talk about while we're stalling. Like if you're in, I worked Alfred Hitchcock, so we learned a lot about Alfred Hitchcock trivia.
Yeah.
In this case, I'm talking about stalling. All right, we have pick a scent: Twilight Woods, Cucumber Melon, French Lavender and Honey, Sensual Amber, Cherry Blossom, or Wild Honeysuckle. This is weird.
What was the one with Jasmine?
I'll check. You had Twilight Woods, Cucumber Melon, French Lavender and Honey, Sensual Amber, Cherry Blossom.
French Lavender and Honey. That
okay. This is weird because Jasmine, you're deciding what's gonna. You're picking things that are gonna decide what robot you are, and it picks scent. Pick a meet and greet: Mickey Mouse, Pocahontas, Alice, Gaston, Aladdin, or Winnie the Pooh.
Alice.
Go ask Alice.
You think she'll know?
All right, we have pick a house. Okay, do you see them? Because there's no.
Okay.
Isn't that Frank Lloyd Wright?
The one in the bottom. Okay, there's more.
This one?
No, the one on the left, second from the bottom.
This one.
Yeah, that one there.
Zoink. Alrighty. And pick a song. Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world. That was so bad. I was so off key. Formation by Beyonce. I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift. Mo Money, Mo Problems by the Notorious B.I.G. One Kiss by Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa. Or Anaconda by Nicki Minaj. This is to decide what kind of robot you are.
The first one.
The first one. Formation.
I don't like any of the other.
Oh, you're killing me. Tears for Fears is awesome, dude. Of course, I'm 50, and that was what we listened to. Pick a TV show: Bob's Burger, Law and Order, Parks and Rec, Great British Baking Show, Stranger Things, or Empire.
Probably Stranger Things.
I knew you were going to go for that because that's the coolest on the list.
Well,
and then
the Great British Baking Show, but
the one that everybody watches that nobody says they do. Pick a festival. It's the Festival of the Arts, the Food and Wine Festival, the Festival of Holidays, Flower and Garden Festival, Festival of Fantasy, or the Festival of the Lion King.
Festival of Fantasy.
All righty.
That one was hard.
Pick a Disney wall. Now, do you know what a Disney wall is?
Not right off the top of my head.
It's for Instagrams. Like you could take a picture of yourself against a Disney wall.
So like, essentially a backdrop.
Right. And Yeah, it's big with kids. I've gone there a couple times and felt really stupid. I've got a couple of pictures, but I've never had the nerve because it's like, hey, old man taking a picture up against the wall, and I'm surrounded by 12-year-olds.
That purple, like, mosaic floral one looks cool.
Okay, I was going to go through them. You have bubblegum wall, purple wall, the Feachwell Fellow wall, You Are Most Beautiful wall, and we got Buzz Lightyear wall and Figment wall. And you like the purple wall?
Yeah.
Out at Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World? All right. And
yes.
you go, oh, look what you got. That just popped right up there. There's no build up. It was just like kapow. You got one that's cool. Do you see it? You got Madame Leota. Free-spirited, still going through your emo phase, has 20/20 vision, likes ghost stories and tambourines, and loves Halloween.
Okay, you're not wrong. Test, yeah. So well done.
No, okay, so
the spirits can be awoken now as well.
I would love to try this again because actually I was thinking, oh, that would be kind of fun. I wonder if I would get Madame Leota. That's actually what I thought, and I went through it and I named everything, and I got Sunny Eclipse, the lounge singer from Cosmic Rays, Starlight Cafe in Magic Kingdom.
Okay, that I remember. We ate there, so I'm remembering that now.
Now, you know me as much as anyone can that's talked to somebody for almost a year on live streams. Do you think lounge singer?
Well, I get the logic of it because you are a showman and very preoccupied therewith. So yeah. there is logic there, but I don't know if I would go lounge singer. To me, you always struck me as like the Burt-esque one-man band type.
That would be. He's not an audio animatronic. Well, no, I not know, anymore. But that would have been awesome.
In terms
yes,
of like Disney characters that make me think of you.
Step in time, step in time, step in time, step in time. Never reason, never need rhyme. Yep, that would be really cool. But yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool to do this. And in all honesty, for you, this was perfect.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I wonder if anybody ever got the shaman from the Navi River Adventure or something like that. For a while, that's the new big one, but for a while, the Wicked Witch of the West was such an amazing audio animatronic. It's sad that she's not there.
Did they replace her?
Well, they replaced the ride. There's going to be a whole new ride in there. So they took
right. Okay.
But in all honesty, for the arm movements she does, I'm wondering if they put her over to be the new redhead at the Pirates Caribbean. I don't know how to find that information out, but that would be pretty cool. So what do you think? Are you satisfied with Madame Leota?
I am pleased as punch. I wasn't aware that Madame Leota was an option, but yeah, it makes sense. I mean, of all the characters you could peg me with, I mean, ghostly, you know, master gypsy is probably not the not exactly an insulting comparison. So
yeah. I thought that would
work with that.
I thought that would be a fun
way
to
I should have said
things.
Romani and not gypsy because some Romani find the term gypsy insulting. Some own it, but some find it insulting.
Well, that's fine. We know you don't mean it in any kind of insulting way.
No. For any Romani that happened to stumble on this, God forbid.
Well, there's 4 people watching right now, and 2 of them are us. So it's
yeah, I think we'll be fine.
It's a big spread to think that
assuming that this goes up on the channel, and you never know who's going to stumble on it. So,
hey, Professor Pixel, how's it going? My connection is shoddy, so I may be in and out. Hard without smelling them. Yep, decent one singing. Oh, I didn't notice. I was on the other page, so I didn't see the live chat. Hey, man. Well, we actually did talk about the Millennium Falcon stuff, and we figured we're going to end it and start another one and just do news stories individually. So yeah, I mean, if that's okay with you, because I end up splitting these up anyway. I thought it would be kind of fun.
No, that's totally fine. we can start another one.
Yeah. But by all means, once again, thank you very much for showing up there, man. But anyway, the new Millennium Falcon ride sounds like it's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
It really seems to me like it's going to be a lot like Mission Space, where
That's
you
exactly
have a
what I was just
crew.
thinking of, Mission Space. With
Yeah.
which they had to tone down like once because it was too
I've
intense.
never ridden the hard ride because I never wanted to be one of those people who discovered they had a heart problem that they didn't know about. Because it's the one ride that's killed more people in Disney than any other. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm good.
Which is hilarious to me. Although I guess I should be glad that I didn't actually get a chance to go on it because I have some anxiety issues, which I didn't know about at the time that we went to Disney, but knowing now, I'm glad that didn't get exasperated before I knew it.
My daughters and I, we went because they toned it down. So I think there's 2 or 3 different versions. We went on one that moves you around. It's not as bad, and you still do the cooperation thing. But this Millennium Falcon thing sounds like they take that to the next level. So it really does sound exciting, and the fact that it affects, like if you go into the bar and you do bad or you do poorly, the bartender knows. I guess it would be on your band. It's got a name and I can't remember it because I am old. But I guess the information's gonna be there where they can read it or scan it or something like that, and
or
to be able to interact.
The information gets beamed to the computer as soon as you walk in, like the doorway scans your band and it gets beamed to the bartender or something.
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun, man.
Yeah, it almost seems like Mission Space is a prototype in retrospect now. Like they were intending on doing this all along, and that was the prototype. Yeah.
And Professor Pixel is saying hard shakes you up. Yeah, never rode it. Never rode that particular version. Now, like I said earlier, I rode the Forbidden Journey. Love it. It does me in. Like oh my gosh, I got to take a Dramamine before I go on it. I love, however, Green Gots, the bank, the roller coaster out there. I'm okay with the roller coasters more than I am those shake you around rides, like
I expect simulators. I would enjoy Wizarding World on the basis of I enjoy like shopping and attractions more than I do rides generally. So and like half of that park at this point is shops.
Yes,
I think the Ollivander's Wand experience would be interesting to do once.
I actually have a video of Ashley being picked on this channel. It's
I remember when you I remember when you did that. I don't remember if I watched the whole thing or not though.
Yeah, it was before I actually planned on doing a channel. This used to be my home video channel. Like I would just take something, put it on, and anybody could see it if they wanted to. I gave the family the link and everything. So it's a very poor camera. I'm getting a better camera actually this week. So when I go out to the parks, it doesn't look like I'm walking through an earthquake. I made sure I got a camera with image stabilization because it always looked like
that's a neat feature to have.
Yeah, and I made sure it had low light features, so if I did film some of a ride, it would, I could see it better. And the main thing to me was the stabilization. So yeah, I took care of it. But yeah, it's an older video, but she had fun doing it, and it's just it's a lot of fun if you can get in there and do the Ollivanders. If you, more than likely because of your age, you're not going to get picked.
Yeah,
because they always do look for the youngest one.
Yeah.
What's Professor Pixel saying? I was hoping you'd eventually touch on Universal Studios. Absolutely, I will. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be talking to my daughter. Works out there, so I don't have a pass because she gets us in, and I was going to set some stuff up so we could go out there and film. And definitely during Christmas and Halloween, we're going out to Halloween Horror Nights I think next week. I got to check to make sure, and I'll be filming some of the houses and everything like that.
Halloween is such an awesome holiday. Like,
it really is.
I was talking to a British friend of mine, and apparently Halloween isn't quite as big over there, which is hilarious when you consider that Halloween was originally a Catholic festival, called Samhain or Samhain, depending upon how terrible.
I thought Sam Hain wrote the script to Batman.
Lol.
I know. I had to go for it. Dad jokes. Yeah. Video where went to and I titled it that, you know, Dad and Food. It was Food and Wine and Dad Jokes in Japan. It's Yui. My name's Yui. Oh, she laughed. It was, you know, it was like dad jokes. It's fun. Leave me alone. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be hitting Universal as well. And you know what? The videos that get the least views here are the SeaWorld ones, but I like going to SeaWorld.
Yeah, it's fun.
I dig the animals. What can I say? As a matter of fact, the next place I'm going to is Rafiki, because that's a news story that we're going to be talking about next. So yeah. Professor, I hope you join us for the next one as well. If you want, you can actually join us in the chat. I'm okay with that. But otherwise, got to say, we're going to say the see you laters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Yep. All right, and thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good time.